So just going to wait for that to edit inside Google Opal. And then I think that's finished right now. So we've just updated that and we'll wait for that to load. So now we're going to start here, SEO page, type your response. Okay, SEO trending Japan, hit enter, and that should start generating the SEO webpage. As you can see, I'm actually going to change that now. Let's put SEO agency London just to mix it up and try a new keyword here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Right. Let's refresh this. Refresh the page. Don't want it to add any code. Then we're going to go back over to here and I'm going to type in the response. So we're going to put SEO agency London inside the keyword section and try and create a page like so. All right. So now it's generating the response over here, as you can see, and we're beginning to build that out. The other thing I was going to say here is today what I'm going to teach you is basically the Goldie SEO stack. And this is a 30-day plan to build an AI-powered SEO tool without any code. So it's probably the most exciting time to ever be in SEO because Google just released Opal. It's a free tool. It lets you build working apps by simply describing what you want. Combined with AI Studio, you now access to the same level of automation that, big companies would have only been able to do it forward. And this guide basically shows you exactly how to use these tools to save time, get better results, and finally feel like you're ahead of the curve instead of behind it. And for years, there was a wall between you and the tools you needed, right? On one side, people who could code, on the other side, everyone else. And I would say that wall just fell down because Google Opal, it launched in beta earlier this year. It's part of Google Apps. It's free to use. And you just describe what you want in plain English, as you can see today. It's now rendering the web page on this tool we just built. So you're not using templates, you're not using chatbots, you're using actual tools you can use and share. It's the same on AI Studio as well. If we go over to AI Studio here while this is loading, so this is rendering the page, go to AI Studio over here, and we're going to click on Build, and we're going to go to My Apps, and you can go to Created by Use. You can see all the apps that I've built with AI Studio. And inside here, we're going to start using the live keyword generator. Now, if you're not familiar with this, basically this is a tool that essentially has a really nice UI. This is something that I've built. It's charged with live search data. Right? So it's actually charged with Google's API, which is actually free to use. I'll show you how to build it in a second and how I use the prompts. And then you can type in a topic. So let's say, for example, we're an SEO agency. We can type that in. It's going to scour, analyze, compare it to keywords, basically use Google's live data to search the web and give some ideas. This connects to Google's Gemini models. It connects to Nano Banana, even video generation with AI3, all through a visual editor that anyone can understand. So you can see it's coming up with the ideas and the keyword estimates right here. It's actually based on Google's search API. So this is based on some of the best data, the most accurate data in the world for search. And this matters because the solopreneurs who figure out how to use this stuff first will have a huge advantage. And you'll be able to do in minutes what used to take hours or days. Now, as somebody want to say, I'm not technical enough to do this, I would say, people like Richard Branson, for example, he dropped out of school at 16. He built Virgin Records, Virgin Atlantic, and hundreds of other companies without ever becoming a technical expert. He found people and tools that let him focus on vision instead of details. And Google is basically doing that too, right? So with Google Opal and AI Studio, you remove the technical barrier entirely. So if you can just describe what you want in simple words, you can build with it. That's the whole point. As you can see right here, we've built this SEO tool. Now, the way that we did that, literally all we do is we go back here, right? I'm just going to find that tool here again. So let's load this up. And again, if you want all this stuff, it's inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Link in the comments description if you want to get access to this. We actually have a Cyber Monday deal on right now. But literally, the only prompt that we used here was like keyword generator based on Google search data that gives me accurate SEO keyword ideas. If you want to actually build that yourself, what you do is you go to aistudio.google.com. And then on the left-hand side here, you can scroll down to build. Inside there, you're going to click on start. And you're going to go over to Google search data. And then boom, you type it in, right? And you hit build. It's as simple as that. Now, some people want to say these AI tools are too complicated, but Henry Ford, he didn't invent the car. He made it simple enough for regular people to buy and drive. Before Ford, cars were toys for only the elite, right? And after Ford, he changed the world. And I would say Google is doing the same thing with AI. They're taking powerful technology and making it accessible to everyone. The interface is designed for people who've never coded before. Other people say, well, my business is different. This won't work for my situation. But Sam Walton, who built Walmart in small towns that big retailers ignored, right? Everyone told him that model would work. He proved them wrong by focusing on what his customers actually needed. And the thing is with Opal, it's not giving you templates. It just builds custom tools based on what you describe. So your business being different is exactly why Google Opal and AI Studio work. You just create tools for whatever you need. It's all custom designed for you. Right. So just to be clear here, the question from Stefan, what's the tool's name? So we're using a combination of Google AI Studio. This is Google AI Studio. And then we're also using Opal as well. Now, to be clear here, these are free tools that we've built with AI Studio. If you want to get access to these tools, they're inside the AI Profit Boardroom. And if you want to, see how we build them, you just go to AI Studio for the keyword tool and you use Google search data. And then for creating the content, you can just do that inside Google Opal like you see here. And then you can see how we've automated this content using the tool that we built today. So it's really simple and easy. So let's say, for example, I have a picture of a logo, right? Like this, for example. I want to just take a screenshot of that page and use Goldie Agency's logo, right? So if we go over to Gemini here, and then we're going to go inside the chat, we're going to go to tools, we're going to go down to create images, and I'm going to say extract the Goldie Agency logo from this page, and we'll see if this works or not. Never really tried this, but I would assume this is how you can do it. And then once that's done, I think you can actually upscale it, right? So we're going to see how this goes, and we're waiting for Nana Banana to finish. Usually it's pretty quick, so I don't think this is going to take too long to do. And then we're going to see it working its magic right now, right? So it's refining the logo, it's figuring out, okay, which part of the logo do we get, it's replacing the background, and then boom, we have the logo right there. Now, like you were talking about, you want to upscale it, right? So we're going to say, okay, upscale the logo to 4K and high res, and then we can just upscale that bad boy easy, Nana Banana. That's pretty simple and easy, all right? So that's how I would tackle that task. You could create a tool for that if you did it all the time, but I don't expect you to be doing that all the time, to be honest with you. And that's how we can do this. All right, so it's loading Banana Pro over here, and then we're good to go. There we go. Look at that upscaled logo. Beautiful. Goldie Agency absolutely crashing it. The best SEO agency in the world, my friends. Not that I'm biased. So if we're going to go over to, so I mean, learning how to sell your novels, here's what I would say. Right. So, I mean, some people say like, I'm too old to learn this stuff. But if you look at someone like Colonel Sanders, for example, who started KFC, he started KFC, right, at 65 years old. Vera Wang designed her first dress at 40. Samuel Jackson, absolute legend, got his first big movie role at 46. So, I mean, like, age is not a barrier. Interest is the only requirement. And if you care enough to watch this video, you have what it takes, right? Other people want to say, well, there's too much to keep up with to learn this stuff. But Bruce Lee famously once said he didn't fear the man who practiced 10,000 kicks once. He feared the man who practiced one kick 10,000 times. So you don't need to learn every AI tool. You just need to master one stack that works. And that's what I'm teaching you today with the Goldie SEO stack, right? That's what the Goldie SEO stack is about today. Google Opal plus Google AI Studio. That's your focus. Everything else is noise. So if you really want to stay locked in and focus and learn this stuff, that's what I'd recommend with this stuff. You see how easy it is to build this. I mean, for example, we go back to this tab. We've got the page here. It walks through, okay, here's the keyword, SEO agency London. It's actually designed a page for us as well, so we could grab that HTML. Then it's like, get your business found, stop hiding. And then, for example, it talks about the problem, the solution, and it recommends our agency throughout the page, right? It actually links to our page. So we were talking about customizing the content, making it third grade language, easy to understand and actually convert, plus funneling traffic to our landing page. And you can see it's doing that with this button right